Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to bring you guys along on some more shop improvements. Hope you enjoy. As you can see, we are back in the shop. Feels really good to be back. We have had a contractor come in, a friend of Charles, and he has framed up the pallet racking and framed up our truss. As you can see, did an awesome job. And Charles and I have our first tarp hung. If you are a longtime viewer, you will remember these are the Carvana tarps that were a little bit too short. They were 14 foot and we have 16 foot to the bottom of the truss. So we are cutting them and hanging them vertically. Get you guys set up on the tripod over here and we'll start cranking these things out. Charlie had to go to a family engagement and he will be back shortly to help me start getting them hung. We'll bring you along. We have cut our large Sprite tarp. This is the second one we've received. And we are using a 14-foot 1x4 because the tarps themselves are 48 feet by 14. For ease of hanging, we take them, run them like this. Then we will grab our staple gun and just work our way across. Out of staples. Now we take it, move it back. The staples are what helps hold it. One more for good luck. The staples help hold it so you can actually get it hung properly. Now we just repeat the process. While I'm waiting on Charles to return, I will go over our game plan for the shop this winter. We are planning to stuff the very top peak, you can see daylight coming through right there, with bat insulation all the way down. And then on both sides of the shop, we will stuff bat insulation behind the post to try to seal that up as much as possible. And then, with our tarps being hung here, you take a 1x4 up at the top, staple your tarp to it before you try to hang it. Makes life a lot easier, as you've already seen. And then you go up there and shoot screws about every foot or so. And then that sandwiches the tarp up against your truss. That makes it to where it doesn't sag or leak air too much. And with the 1x4 up there, it also makes it to where you don't rip it off if you snag it or accidentally lean something against it, something of that nature. Then down low, you want to leave about a foot hanging slack on the ground. And what we're going to do is take 1x4s, and we're going to sandwich the tarp just like this, following the contour of the shop floor. And then that keeps it from schluffing in the breeze like it's doing right now. Like I said, I've done this before. It's kind of a cheap yet effective way to do it. I know it's a little redneck, but this is the only economically feasible way I could think of to cut down on the heat bill and do something quickly and get content out for you guys. So if you would, consider hitting the thumbs up. Really helps the channel. I think I'm gonna get started on securing this portion of the tarp to the post. Trying to do as much as I can while Charles is gone. Unfortunately, it's kind of a three-man circus trying to hang this stuff. Let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, kind of a three-man circus. I'm trying to just maintain about 1.25 inch line of sight all the way down, and I'm putting a screw in about every 12 inches or so with a large fender washer. I picked mine up at Rural King. They seem to work well. We are back here in the corner. You can see I have my fender washers and screws set about every 12 inches all the way up. We are sealed. Now we just need to get our bat insulation stuffed in to this crack here. Charles and I have made some leaps and bounds ahead. We have all 4 of the tarps hung. We're getting ready to put on the sandwich boards on the bottom. And then that, like I said, will keep it from schluffing in the wind. We have a couple of them set up. I'm gonna go ahead, start a time lapse and bring you guys along. We have all of the lower boards installed. We had to take a grinder and cut 1/4 inch off of the screws that we had. They were 1/4 inch too long, but we didn't want to go back to town just for a bucket of screws. It has really changed the airflow in the building. As you can see, this has kind of a swell to it. We're getting just a little bit of wind in the building right now. We have to stuff the bat insulation behind each post on the right and the left side. And then we still need to stuff the peak full of bat insulation, but I don't think I'm gonna film that. It'll be pretty mind-numbing. You guys understand what I'm gonna do. With all of that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead, wrap the video up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on the adventure as we ever so slowly get back to the bulldozer project. You can see our end goal. I'm keeping my eyes on the prize, like I mentioned in previous videos, and we're gonna beat the old cold weather, save a ton on propane. Like I said, I'm gonna end the video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.